What is up, Kyle? We're going to be kicking this off in just a second. I had to get myself some coffee. I am groggy today, everybody. Groggy. Ooh, I can hear the new soundtrack finally. I just put this on. I didn't even listen to it. This is the new one from White Bat. I did find a new company, or actually a new creator making stuff for music that I'm interested in. So maybe we'll look at that. Cold front has been here, my friend. But anyway, enough of that. Let's jump over to the board here and let's just start chatting. How we doing? I am groggy. I'm very groggy today. It has been a cold week here. I'll turn these back on. Very cold week, actually. These all, oh yeah, there's a little subtle. It has been negative 20s to 25s all week. Real fun. But enough about that. Today we're going to be going over a bunch of stuff. We have a whole slew of things that we're going to be doing. Let me grab my notes here for the show. So I'm kind of changing format up in the new year, for those who haven't noticed it yet, but I'm going to be doing a little opening sequence here so I can clip things. I have a better marker of things, just to make my life a little easier. Not a lot. It's still a lot of editing. Let me find my thing here. But got our new ad for this one. And then I'm going to do a timestamp from here for people who watch. So watch the live one later. Hey, everybody. Welcome to EFP Live. This is February 19th. We're going to be going over a bunch of new stuff. Like, I don't know, Forgotten Realms getting a Netflix series, which seems fucking weird. There's a new mug that came out that people are crazy over, and I actually don't understand why. And then there's a brand new Shadow Dark Bestiary Kickstarter. We're going to take a look at that before we dive into a little bit of GaryCon prep. I'm going to be running Shadow Dark while I'm there, and specifically Breachers, and I need to make characters quick and fast. We're going to see if we can't do a combination of Shadow Darkling and my new classes and ancestries. I don't really know how I'm going to do it, but we're going to do our damnedest to get it done. So welcome to the show, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well. I have a bunch of news that I'm going to pack for next week. So I'm waiting for some finality on things before I light anybody on fire. Right? But we do have a cool one, and we'll go right over to it here. This is wild to me. Not going to lie. I think this is wild. I didn't know that this was a thing until I was looking through some of the news. Let me grab our web browser. Where are you at? Apparently Netflix has decided they're going to be making a Forgotten Realms series. I had no idea. No idea. What's up, Paladin? Hey, Nick, how are you serving? Stardrew. Apparently, they're going to be planning a TV show. What is it with the hard-on for Goliath in 5e? Can anyone tell me? Why does everybody love the Goliath? I mean, I love a strong character, and especially like a strong, what are they calling them now? Species? A strong race in tabletop. Like, what? Is it the strength? Is it because you wanted to be a giant, so you had to be their tiny Jotun cousin? Like, what? What is it? But anyway, so apparently Dungeons & Dragons TV show set in Forgotten Realms is being developed for Netflix. Deadline reports new TV series. Forgotten Realms is being produced by Sean Levy with Drew Calvero? I don't know who that is. Serving as a writing and showrunner. Should I know who this person is? Who is this person? Who is this person? Let's look. Don't recognize him. Mommy Muscle? Yeah, right. I don't recognize him. Anyway, Netflix, Hasbro nor Netflix has actually confirmed the project. If successful, the series could launch in a wider D&D cinematic universe. Look, I think we've all been wanting this for a long time. Like, really. Hasbro tried to unsuccessfully get D&D to television several years ago. At one point, Paramount Plus had a TV show in development. Ross and Marshall, that didn't turn out, got scrapped. Honor Among Thieves, I know people loved Honor Among Thieves. Like, a lot of people really liked that movie. I had a really hard time with it. I was not a fan. I saw it at GaryCon. We went... So basically, GaryCon was doing screenings of Honor Among Thieves. And we got to go see it for free, which that was dope. I'm not arguing that part at all. That was super cool. But at the end of the day, I didn't think it was that good. And what it made me realize is I don't play the same D&D as everybody else. I really don't. I play a totally different tabletop game, I think, than most people. Like my storytelling style, what I'm doing, and the goofiness of it was a little too much. There was not a serious note ever. Like they just did the goofy tabletop. I don't know. Wasn't the biggest fan, but anyway, I mean, if this ends up happening, that'd be kind of cool. If we get a little Netflix D&D series. I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see. It could be cool. It could be bad. It could be the facts of life. It was meh. Yeah, exactly, Star Drew. It was meh. It's kind of meh. There's no getting to see it at GaryCon, but it was definitely made for a younger audience. I don't even think it was made for a younger audience. I think it was made for the goofy table. Like goofy, like the tables that people run at home where they're a little goofy, a little campy. I think it's made for that. I really do. I really, really do. Well, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that kind of play style. It's just definitely not my preferred play style. You know what I mean? Seeing if I have something here. I said I would do it during the show on Monday, and it didn't work, but I'll put it up now. Todd's Nerd Shirts. He said everything's 33% off right now. If you want some nerd shit, Todd from our Monday and Tuesday shows, he's got a bunch of shirts on there, like Haunted, Not Daunted, and whatnot. So I forgot that I could get my Stream Deck to work today. So I figured I'd put that out for everybody. For those who don't know, 33% off is pretty good from that print-on-demand site. So what else we got here? Oh, mugs. Felt like a very campy version of Critical Role jokes. Isn't Critical Role just campy adult jokes the entire time? Am I wrong? I feel like it is. I could be wrong. I feel like they're all that way. It's okay. The fat drag and all that kind of stuff was okay. But anyway, enough of that. So I'm a big mug fan. For those who don't know, I own a lot of these puppies. I pick up new ones all the time. Jen's always mad about it. I got my new Cyclops one. I have a wooden one for whiskey. I have a collection of mugs downstairs. Some gifted from audience members. Others just I picked up over the years. I like them because there's something different on stream. It's a little accoutrement to kind of hold and showcase. So a new mug came out. And there's actually two mugs that I'm interested in getting. I love a good horn mug for conventions. Big fan of the horn mug from conventions. And there is a gentleman making the Chug mug from chug.com. I actually like these. They're made from like a really thick rope that they, burnish and make sure they're cleaned up and all that kind of stuff. And they make these big drinking vessels. I'm sure a lot of people have seen them, but look at them. There's a big mug with a big stein. They're large. They have a stainless inside, which I really appreciate. These are just everybody showcasing theirs. I really like the black ones. So we go over here. I really like the black with the tan, because a lot of my design stuff is black and tan, like the stuff that I carry. I'm a big fan of this. I think it looks cool. And then you can also add like a coin as well. And you can get it embossed. So I'm looking at these. I know when I showed serving these, she said they would scuff her hands up. But everyone I've talked to, because I asked the people who've had them, they say they're pretty soft. They're girthy. It's a beer mug, man. So I thought this is cool. I've been looking at this. I like this. And then the other one is this nonsense. It was on EN World. The dragon, a medieval dragon mug. Hold on, let me zoom us out here a little bit. About here. What the fuck is this? Why? I would never want this. Except for maybe to put pens in. Maybe I put pens in it. What? I don't understand. Now, I think someone painted this one. This unpainted one looks a little better. Do you guys, maybe you remember this. Do you guys remember in the mall, all the little kiosks that there were? And the kiosk would sell pewter items, like pewter necklaces, pewter earrings, pewter mugs, and they were always like too expensive for your broken teenage ass. That's what this looks like. This looks like the broken teenager's mug of choice. Oh, I've wanted that mug for so long. Yeah, exactly what I'm saying. Exactly, Nick. Serving hands, yep. The old pewter. But I mean, I don't know if I want to drink out of this, but it's been going like crazy right now. Due to the handle of this mug is virtually impossible to fit your full hand in, making it unusable for drinking. So I think they painted it. Can't run it through a dishwasher. Is this weird? It's just a weird mug to me. I couldn't put my hand in it. You'd be drinking it like this the whole time. Like, I don't have to be able to fit my whole hand in a mug. That's the other thing, too. I think this is an understatement. Or overstatement. I don't have to fit my whole hand in a mug. Because I usually do this to support. Does anyone else drink with their pinky underneath? To be able to push it? You know what I mean? Because you can drink it like this, too. But I've always just been a fan of pinky underneath, or if it's down further. I've always drank with mugs that way. Maybe it's just me. So there's that. I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know. I like the chug mug more, personally. But then we're going to get into a little Kickstarter news. But before Kickstarter, my friends here who are running tabletop games, I'm going to pause this. I found this new group for music, and I'm trying to find out if I can play these on stream. But Dungeon Master Records, like, check this out. I'll play a little bit. A little dungeon synth. I love the art. I would love to be able to play this stuff on stream. And if I go to Dungeon Master Records and I click here for more, it says that the images and videos are copyrighted. It doesn't say anything about if it's DMCA. It just says all images are licensed and copyrighted. Video footage and images are licensed and copyrighted. But it just... I don't know. I'm leaning in because I can't see it. My eye's still a little fucked up. I don't know if this is playable. Like, if I could play it. There's a good amount of stuff in here. They have quite a library. So I want to reach out to them. I would love to be able to play these on stream. And if I go into them, Let's go into like the oldest one. Hold on. Let's just go into like the first. What's the most popular? Let's do that. Let's go the most popular. This is the most popular. I'll pause it. Is this all content is protected by copyright? Commercial use or redistribution content requires prior permission. So I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of this and use this for streams. I'm gonna message him. I'd like some more stuff to play, although White Bat has been cranking shit out. This is another new playlist for White Bat. But anyway, I just wanted to showcase that. I thought it was pretty cool. But with that, we're gonna get into the biggest part of news I want to talk about. So this got shouted out by Kelsey and a few of the other people. I'm sure Nick already saw this, but there is a person creating and adapting monsters for use in Shadowdark. Oh, excuse me. Shadowdark RPG with mini bestiary. Now, I don't quite understand why it says mini bestiary and all that kind of stuff, because if you're creating and adapting monsters for use, is this about creating? Anyway, the guy is making a pretty cool little Shadowdark piece. So if we would take a look at it, already funded, didn't want a lot. Only wanted like 250 bucks. But I have a couple of opinions on Kickstarters. When you only choose to use an image, even if you're just making a zine, you don't want to make a video, you don't know how. Your image needs to convey more than this. I'm looking at this because of a shout out from someone who told me to look at it on Blue Sky. But this is weird to me, not having a video. So let's take a look at what they're doing. This is Michael Putlak. Do we know this person? From High Noon? Nick, do you know him? I don't. That's why I'm asking. Did we look at any of this stuff when we did reviews? Never have enough of them. Monsters. Yep. There are millions of monsters. There are dozens of fantasy role-playing games. How could you possibly use them all in Shadowdark? My new zine is creating and adapting monsters for use in Shadowdark RPGs. Help you Shadowdark fly any monster you run into. Oh. It's for Zine Quest? Okay. Smart play on this, though. This is cool. Again, I can't read these. They're too small. This isn't giving me a equivalent. And I'm interested in this because I just finished a project up with Storyteller's Forge. And I had to do a bunch of monster converting. And I had to make a bunch of my own rules. And I had to convert monsters that were above level 10. Actually, most of them were in the 17 to 20 CR range from 5e. And I had to convert them over to Shadowdark. And I had to make up my own rules for what makes sense and chop it down because there's nothing for handling that kind of stuff. Granted, monsters that are CR 20 are similar to some of the higher level monsters in Shadowdark, but they are not like 100% one from one. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just convert. There is some like hard converting. I've got a little secret. Adapting monsters can actually be pretty easy, and this zine provides it all. I'm interested in this. Option 1, build by equivalence. Compare monsters to existing Shadowdark monsters. Yeah, of course. 2, build by adaptation. Take a monster. Okay, tweaking them. Yeah. 3, build by benchmark. My most involved and my favorite of these. Process 11 steps and more extensive and easily helps you to build your own monsters. Technique uses adapting monsters from any role-playing game. Okay, cool. I'm a big fan of Karn and Knave. Click here for a free preview. Let's see what we got here, shall we? And I wanted to look at this because I'm interested in anything to do with monsters. I am a monster fan. Look, 10-page preview, everybody. Monsters are art, not science. I cannot agree with this more. Cannot agree with this more. I don't think that it's a science to do it. Really clean, black-white layout. I don't know how I feel about the 3 columns. He did charisma, Nick. He didn't do the Z. He actually put a little... I do like the stat bar, though. I do like the stat bar. I think that's a really... Like, if we zoom in here... Can I zoom in more? No? Did I download it to do this? There we go. I never used PDF viewers in the thing. Build by equivalence. Converting a monster from Shadow Dark can be as simple as a one-step process. The monster is something common like a knight or a bugbear or zombie. You can just use Shadow Dark stat block with no changes. I don't think you even needed to tell people this. This feels like a little bit of a waste of space. But I do like that he has them broken down with samples of what you can do, and you can just use the other ones. What I found when I was doing my conversion, I found that taking all of this, like 5e is infamous for making every monster have a million spell-like abilities. Like, so many spells. And I don't like my monsters as casters. I want my monsters to feel unique. I want them to feel like... I want them to feel like they are important and that they are unique and they have abilities. Like, you can see here in Bugbear how they just have stealthy. So here, check this out. If you look at this big-ass stat block... Yeah, you're right. These are the 5e ones. You're right. You can see the big-ass stat block here. He didn't go with the Z, though. But they just have an ability. Like, I would have added... So, Brute and Surprise Attack, they just put together as stealthy for this. But, like, when you get into big ones like this Leadership, you can see this has Oath instead. I like giving, like, the flavors a little bit more flavor to them. Like, the monsters a little more flavor to them. So, combining things together is pretty cool. Let's see what else we got here. A talent bank. Oh, smart play here. I did something very similar. I just started taking all the talents I could find and putting them into a talent bank. That's a great term, Nick. A talent bank. Smart. Very smart play. And he's going to do a bestiary as well. The Awakened Shrub, the Awakened Tree, a Bandit Captain, a 2-headed bear. 2-headed just needs to be a template. I'm making a bunch of templates for Shadow Dark, where you can put them over pre-existing monsters to add abilities to them. We just need to making monsters scene. I agree. I do love alliteration. I have a campaign setting that was originally for 5e called Magic and Monsters, Marks of Men. And since I'm not doing 5e anymore, I do want to bring it over. And I don't know if I'm going to do it in TOV. I don't want to do it in Shadow Dark per se. I guess I could. It's a little too high fantasy. I don't think Shadow Dark actually would work. It's really high fantasy. And I don't want to take Shadow Dark and turn it into a high fantasy game. I might make it for Mythic Bastion lands for that engine. Or I might make it for Tales of the Valiant. I'm just not in with the Tales of the Valiant crowd like I used to be. And I don't know many people playing it right now. I've asked around. I'm going to look at GaryCon to kind of gauge what everyone's playing. But I want to bring it over because I love the setting so much. Actually, hold on here. I have a map for it. So they're made to be printed on 11 by 17. Every time you play, you reprint the map. Because it's just black and white. And there are two kingdoms. There's Udarak and Imperia. And it's literally a field between this valley of mountains. This is the only map. There's not another one. And the fencing field changes as seasons change, as war happens, because it's a very magical-based setting. Everything far east or far west over the mountain ranges is where, like, the normal people live. But Imperia is all the monsters, because everyone's human in the campaign until you get touched by magic. Like, if you cast a spell on a monster and it makes it save, you get a mark. And then when you rest for the evening, those marks can take effect on you. So if you're fighting, if you fought a beholder and you gain a bunch of marks from it making saves on spells, when you rest, you may adapt and take some of those beholder abilities, and when you get too many, they kick you out of the kingdom because you become, in their eyes, dangerous. So I have this split map that I did, and it's just dots, and you mark the places you play. I was working on a full color one, but after looking at it, I really just kind of liked the black and white, and I left it that way. But I love this setting. I really enjoy running it. I've thought about bringing it back into another setting other than 5e. I just don't know what it would be. So anyway, little sidetrack. Beher, Blink Dog, Basilisk. Ooh, what's the Basilisk? That's pretty clean. So every mark makes it harder for the save. The DC goes up. So the DC starts at a 10, and depending on the monster, but it's usually a Constitution roll in 5e. So if you got marked by 5 spells, because you could have not even casted it. Like, every human has a school that they are aligned to, that their family's aligned to, and the Udarak Kingdom is a bunch of courts. Like, there's huge court fights and arguments that you go to, and depending on the tier and value of your family, you may be in the courtroom, or you may be outside the courtroom and watching on these illusionary mirrors. So there's a lot to it. So there's like courtly intrigue, like the grand game, I think is what it was called. But if you are of certain groups, you get to have magic. Here, actually, hold on. I'll pull it up here real quick. If we're on the topic, I'll just show you. If you were a part of my Patreon, it came out a while ago, and then when 5e OGL turned into a debacle, I kind of stopped doing anything with it. But I really kind of want to bring it back because I'm a big fan of it. And then I ran it for Dragon Sandbox right now. This is what I've been using it for. So here, check this out. So this is a Magic and Monsters Marks of Men 2.1. And you can see the history, the domains, the races of magical monsters, courts, the factions and societies, meek monsters, mutants, and no. So there's custom backgrounds, there's different planes of existence for what I'm doing for it, the Gazetteer. So I mean, I put a decent amount into this, all the updates that came out for it. I love this color, by the way. This color is an homage to my mom, who worked for Home Interiors for many years. If you don't know, Home Interiors had this burgundy, and I grew up with it throughout my house. Like she was sales for them. I don't know if they do anything anymore. Home Interiors logo. It used to be like this maroon color. See if I can find the old one. Home Interiors old logo. She would go to these shows and she'd have these boards that she would put up and show displays for wall pieces and sell it. All this old Home Interior stuff. And I did it for years. I used to stamp the magazines. But Home Interiors had a old logo that was this burgundy print on the side of the boxes. I don't know if I can find it. I have a piece of the box cut out and in my storage just of like logos. I clip a lot of logos when I was a kid. Actually, just up through college. I don't see the old Home Interiors logo. So I can find a picture. Like, this is the old World Vector Home Interiors, but the one I remember was a house. It was closer to this. Let me see if I can go to the old Home Interiors here. Do they have the color version? Maybe try Old Home Interiors box. Old wooden box, no. Let's see if I can find it. Cardboard box, maybe? She get like votive candles and all this other stuff for years and years and years and years and years. Anyway, I don't see it. I was hoping I could find it quickly, but I'm done with this looking. So I started making all this for Marks and Men. And this is when I realized I kind of want to do it for Patreon, the different ages that happened, but new gods. Some of my favorite gods came out of here, to be honest with you. All custom, how followers work, what you get, all that kind of stuff. Man, this is, what is this? 50 pages, I think. 59 pages. New domains, because I was using domains, because it was 5e. The courts, the secret game, that's what it was called. Races and of Magic and Monsters. The different courts, the rules. And then when you were a human, you were tied to one of the courts. So the City of Courts is the main area, which is a little bit of homage to the City of Blades. It's not the same, but I always like that kind of titling. So for example, if you joined and you were part of, what court is this? The Court of the Shield. Abjuration was your family's school magic. Shield with protection glyph on it. Blockade, Tremor, Denendau, and Unkova. These were the specific families that were all part of that. And you could play a family that wasn't part of the courts. Like, for example, there was the Master of Blades who was not affected by magic, could never cast magic, and they were a group of melee fighters that would go out and then eventually got the ability to like deflect magic with their blades. So it was fun. We ran this a decent amount during COVID, I think, is when I started running that. But I digress. The two-headed monsters and stuff remind me of that a lot. Cultist Fanatic, Death Dog, Deep One, Doppelganger, Dragon Turtle Mythic, Dragon Turtle Common, Etten. Ooh! That's cool. This has got some Labyrinth vibes to it. Eyeball Wall? What does this do? Clusters of speechless eyes hewn into stone, imbued with magic and often used as traps. This bright light is bothering me a little bit today. That's cool. Blinded, stone, beam effects. Stifled, sleep, slowed, zapped, greased, afraid. How awesome. That's a really cool monster. Eyeball Pillar. I feel like second edition had something like this. That's really cool. The Fuzzle. Covered in long fur with 3 legs and short toes and stubby arms. Never strayed in the wind. I don't know what that is. Return to Oz eyeball walls. Yes. They're cool looking though. Ghost Hellhound. I love Hellhounds. I think they make really cool companions for animal companions or familiars. A lot of people don't do it. In TOV, the Tales of the Valiant came out and they were doing their beta testing. They had rules to take Hellhound and bring it under your wing and like train it. The Vampire Dragon, okay. Lady of the Deep. That's awesome. A little bit of the Lady of the Tides here. Well, that's a cool little piece. Those who are interested in checking this out, this is the Kickstarter. This is for the Magics. For the new monster Shadow Dark piece. That's cool that they got Bob the Builder, Kelsey, Mike Shea. Cool. But that's not all. I've been obsessed with Shadow Dark monsters for a while now. So I've included some of the zines as a mini B series. Plus, I've paired them with awesome art from Billy Blue. I think that's Jay Shields, Kim Diaz, and Yuri Perowski, and more. 46 monsters, 17 new whole monsters. Okay, awesome. The Talent Bank, that's such a great concept. Physical zine, $12. Digital zine, $5. Financial hardship PDF, $2. That is some smart marketing right now. Oh, hey, I wonder why I recognized it. I have this. Hold on. I did meet this guy. I did meet him. So when I was at, I want to say Gen Con? I think it was Gen Con. I got a copy of that. Because I was talking to a gentleman who lives out here. Yeah. I was talking to a gentleman who lives out here who we started playing his adventure. And I was given this there. Hold on. From High Noon. Issue 0. Well, holy shit. Very simple design, man. Just black and white. I didn't realize I had met him before. Well, that's cool as shit. That's super cool. Maybe he'll be at GaryCon. I'll have to reach out. I'm going to be doing a lot at GaryCon, which will bring us into what we're doing today. High Noon Games back catalog. I'm offering my entire back catalog of games and supplements. If I'm doing my math right, it's $20 with goodness for $4. Year of the Monster. If you want to follow along with more monster making antics, you're in luck. I've dubbed 2025 Year of the Monster every day this year. I'm posting a monster under my Blue Sky account. Oh yeah, look at this shit. Am I following this person? Let me give this guy a follow. Good for them. I've been doing a little bit more over on Blue Sky lately too. For those who are trying to find me, you can find me over here. Home. Can I not go to my profile? Thank you. You can find me over here if you're interested. I've been doing a bunch of my posting over here as well. Easy to find me, everybody. It's my name everywhere, always. And I've been doing a lot more posting over here that is not really no ad posting. I post this, a schedule once in a while, but I'm not posting any of the videos. I'm actually doing more posts from what I'm doing, like clips from the show, talking about design. It's a little bit more on that side. I've decided not to use this as an advertising board and more of a game design board. So you can find me over there for that. Year of the Monster. I like this. That's fucking cool, man. Putlack of High Noon Games, mid-2024. I'm a full-time TTRPG freelancer. This is the 5th Kickstarter I've run myself. I've been a part of a team of 2 others, altogether totaling over 325,000. In addition to my own work, I've contributed to work such as Arcane Library, JP Covert, Jeff Stevens Games, amongst others. Awesome. I know. Nick. Holy shit, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. That's Blue Sky's logo, right? And here's some butterfly tramp stamps. See if we can find a blue one. See if we can find a blue one. There you go. There you go, Nick. Blue butterfly tramp stamp. Oh my god, dude. I never thought of it before. This right here. It's just... Oh, shit, man. 2 points to Nick. God damn it. Oh. Well, anyway. I'll never see it now. Oh. I almost want to make like press on Blue Sky tramp stamp stickers. Like the adhesive tattoos. It's frivolous bullshit. So this guy's got a bunch of stuff that came out. On top of that, he's got Attack the Light, which is what I got. Fura Don't Stay, which is April Fools, and then back catalog for 4, Fulfillment, You're the Monster. Who they are? I mean, really, the only thing he didn't have on here that maybe I missed is delivery date. Like, when does he think it's happening? I'm interested in this, though. Like, I actually am. I love monsters, man. And if he's doing a monster year, like, that'd be a good game jam. I wanted to run a game jam for monsters really bad. But he's already hit his goal. He's already going to publish. He only wanted $250. Fucking why not? 15 days to go, everybody. I'll probably end up backing this project. I feel like this is a good back. It's a good back. He's part of Zine Quest. Let's see what else is going on for Zine Quest. Has anyone seen any good Zine Quests here before we go over to what I want to do for the day? It's an open call. Well, it's a sign up. Apply to participate. Discover your creative potential by joining us for our annual February open call Zine Quest. From comics to maps and interviews, you'll have the opportunity to create new stories, games. All right, that's cool. I should have joined this year. I have so much done for Canva. I am finishing this in Canva. I said I'm going to do it. Those who haven't seen, this is where we are right now with Breachers. For Volume 1, Breachers and Shadowdark. Starting to look pretty clean. Table of contents, look at those are just placeholders. This is our Ancestries 2-page spread for it because I'm gonna put a welcome here. Our Dungeon Chef, art, crawler book, gear, Lancer, art, Lancer mounts. I did advanced mounts rules so you can have combat mounts because there's really no combat mounts even in the Curse Scroll. The axe head, because I love the axe beak. I'm a big fan of chocobos from Final Fantasy, and I wanted our version of it in here, so I did axe heads. They're flightless birds. Gecko Drake for underground crawling. I always remember playing in Underdark and wanting like climbing lizards and stuff. So I made one of those. A Glyph Griffin, which is a magical griffin with stone skin, and a Zatamaw, which is part of things inside the wall. They're wolf-bodied creatures with a single cyclopean eye, metal fur spines, and an oversized maw. Then we got our Lancer gear, our Cyanite, which we worked a ton on stream. Art will go there. Our manifestations. I just did another pass on the rules. Our Psi enhancers. This is the part I'm working on right now, is finishing up Psi enhancers. Our new Psi gear. Our Psi mishap table. And then I've put inside the setting for Breachers. I'm trying to decide on this, by the way. So this is the inside the setting. Zatatal is how it's pronounced. Right? And this is written from a keymaster, from the third keymaster. But I kind of like this color for the print. For just things that are not rules. I really kind of like this color setup. What do you guys think? That or that? I like the breakup. I like the breakup. Personally. Breacher rules, what the Breacher Guild is. Talents every even level. Our table of D20 talents. And then this is just all placeholders down here. But I really kind of dig this kind of like, if you're flipping through the book, I like the idea of breaking up the monotony a little bit. This is the breacher door, the first door. And every one of the breacher manuals that come out, I'm going to do a new version of this door. And there'll be a different color background for the maze inside the walls for each one. So volume 1 is going to have one district. That's the next thing I'm going to put in here this week. It's going to have the first district, how to do the journey rules, and then a journey cheat sheet you can print to help out your game sessions. Because journeying in the walls is different. They're very long times out in the wall. When you come back, like, there's going to be rules for like what's changed in the district while you're gone, good and bad. But anyway, that's what we've been looking at. Well, what I've been working on. So, today, I need to make... I'm going to be running Volume 1 at GaryCon. I'm going to be running that, and I'm going to be running... I'm going to be running that and ETHAUNTIA. It's two things I'm bringing. Although, I did just have an old friend of mine ask me if I'd run some Blades in the Dark while I'm there. So I might have to prep a Blades in the Dark session. Way easier, but time is the problem. So I'm going to be running this stuff during the day. Just random during the day. Pick up people, find, sit down, play. I want to showcase the volume. I'm hoping to have printed versions of Breachers and Shadow Dark Volume 1 out and in print by GaryCon. That means I have to have all the art done and everything by the end of this month into print. So I'm going to be having some like real hustle going on here the next couple of weeks. Which brings me to why we're going to be doing Rise and Design on Saturday mornings. Rise and Design is going to be the new, under the umbrella of Corpse Talk, new logo. I'm working on that right now, where I'm doing design work for a good chunk of a day live. One, I think it's cool and get some good clips out of it, and it's good for content to put out to people afterwards, like how I did things. But also accountability. It just makes me work. Like if I sit down and I'm on stream, I'll work the whole day. So it'll be kind of fun. And just, I think a lot of people could get a lot out of learning how I'm doing stuff. Especially since I'm doing it all on Canva, which seems fucking ridiculous to people. But to me, it does everything I want it to do. I can use InDesign. I used it for years. So anyway, Rise and Design will be this Saturday, probably at noon. And then Friday, we're going to finally do our first episode of our solo dark for Breachers. So I think that's going to be in the evening, or at least late afternoon. Tomorrow, I'll be editing and putting things out and all that jazz. So today, I want to make the characters that I want to make available. If you haven't seen... let me grab them. If you guys have not seen how Kelsey did it. Kelsey has made these cool little cardstock sheets. Okay? And these cardstock ones are the character sheets for the game. And when I ran a GaryCon last year, I ran my dungeon crawl, which will be sometime coming out as a zine. Hers are really cool. They are a front-back character sheet, right? Super simple. And when you flip them over, you get the art, and then you get the writing on the other side. I love these. I think these are a great way to just be like, what do you want to do? And the way I ran the game is I threw all of the cards down art side up. Legitimately art side up. And I was like, all right, what do you want to play? Pick by the art. Just pick by the art what you want to play. And then they take it, and then we ran from there. And then I will level somebody during the session, usually so they can get a breacher talent. They'll roll on the breacher talent table, and I'll give them their breacher talent. And I found that this worked really well. So I kind of want to do mine the same way. Which means I got to use the I think the Shadow Dark, or the Shadow Darklings to make the characters. Oh no, Nick, I'm sorry. On Saturday or on Friday, Nick? Which day are you running your game? So I've been doing Friday night gigs, but no one's able to show up. I think everyone's busy on Friday night. So I've tried not to do Friday nights as much as possible. I can't do it tomorrow. I got stuff I got to do. Predestined stuff. So I have a bunch of characters in here already. Oh, Saturday afternoon. Gotcha. Yeah, it's going to be a long one. Yeah, I might still be doing it while you're... By the time you're done gaming, I might still be doing it. So, this is the interface for Shadow Darklings. We have made characters here before. The problem with Shadow Darklings is it doesn't have a way for me to be able to create characters that have my information in. Now, with that said, I already have our 3 characters that we've made for the live show. Our Cyclopean Knight, our Psy Knight, our Dungeon Chef, and our Lancer. So since those are already done, I think I'm going to level them down to 2, or to 1, probably to 1. And then I will take them and hand them out during the gameplay. And everybody will get to roll their hit point bonus, like the next level of hit points, and they will all get to roll their Breacher talent live. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to print the Breacher talents out. Right now, there's only 20 Breacher talents, and that's because they are specific to the district they're in. Each zine that comes out will have another set of Breacher talents that you can roll on, because they're just a D20 roll. So depending on what section you and your group want to sit down are playing Breachers in, within Zatatal, within the Barrier City, you get a different set of talents to pick from. Some of them will be the same on the table, but most of them will be all new stuff. Like Astrolane is going to have a whole bunch of different information. So, kind of working on that, but I need to make characters. So I'm going to create, and I'm going to kind of decide what I will and will not allow here. 4 is allowable? Is 4 out? Did 4 come out? How? What is 4? 1 was 1, 2, 3. What's 4? What's Curse Scroll 4? Am I crazy? Is there a Curse Scroll 4? Is the data just in here? There's only 3. What? Nick, what is going on, buddy? Lancer and Paladin HP 15 and 20 or 25. I don't know what you're talking about right now. What are you talking about right now? Lancer. Oh, yeah, but it's already on this. I wonder if she's going to have hard copies at GaryCon. Because I'm going to be at GaryCon early. I'm going to be there Tuesday or Wednesday. But it's already in here? We're going to design, by the way. We're going to design characters. Okay. All of them are possible. Oh, well, why doesn't it just... I don't really want Unnatural Selection or Darcy stuff. I kind of want it... I'll put the Roustabout on too. Is Roustabout from Arcane? What noise? Get Game Master settings and think, oh, you can even share it out. That's cool. Random design. Design a character. Enable edit mode. Just as startup health for Lancer. Are you talking about when I let people roll? Is that what you're asking me right now, Star Drew? No. Basically, I'm going to make level 1 characters, and then once we start the game, they will level to 2, and they'll get to every character that we play during at GaryCon. We'll get to roll their second level of hit points and their breacher talent. So here's the other thing. Like, some of these backgrounds are not going to work either. Because I want custom backgrounds from the setting. Well, I guess first thing we gotta do is roll stats. So let's go to Owlbear for breachers here. Right? Let's go to our other scene. Okay. This is our breachers and Shadow Dark area, as we're kind of showcasing. Oh, I mean, the Lancer, there is no Paladin right now. There is no Paladin in Shadow Dark, as far as I know. That's not a current class. But for Lancers, because that's the one I made, they are D8 per level. That's what my Lancer is. But more why I'm saying I can't use this to do it, because I have to put everything in, is because the talents are different. So for Owlbear, let's get some dice out. Not this one. Let's do this one. We're going to do 4 of these. Oh, no, it's not 4. Oh, I forgot. I mean, clear it. 1, 2, 3. Let's just try. I'm going to try rolling here. I have a feeling I'm just going to end up rolling my own. So these usually don't turn out. So 5, so 10. A 14. Ooh, okay, maybe not. Maybe these will be good. Owlbear's liking us today. 10. An 11. And a 13. Those are not bad stats. Those aren't bad stats at all. Like, legitimately. Well, let's do this. I kind of want to... Let's roll for background. And then we will add our own stats in. Well, that's cool. Is that a house rule? If none of your stats are 14 or higher, you may re-roll. Is that a house rule? Is that in the core book? Nick, do you remember being in the core book? Because I don't. So we'll go back in and we'll edit our stats afterwards. So let's pick an ancestry. This is a human, okay. Let's pick a language. Thanian, perfect for our setting. Pick a class. The assassin. This is one of my favorite classes. Like, legitimately one of my favorite classes. Let's roll for our Black Lotus talent. Gain 2 Black Lotus talents. Reroll further 1s. What? Wow. Okay. You gain triple damage with your assassinate talent. It is based on the rules. Yep. I just didn't remember that being there. Once a day, you can walk on water. Dude, this may be the coolest fucking starting character ever. Like, legitimately. So I haven't got to add it in here yet. I'm adding in at the bottom here. I'm going to be adding, just like I have this table, right? For your breacher talents. I'm also going to be, actually, I'm just going to duplicate this. Breacher backgrounds. Right? Jesus. Yes, we're making Assassin Jesus. Okay, hold on. Oh God. Assassin Jesus. Holy shit. Whew. You got me. That was good. That was real good. That was you earn a Streamloot pack good. Oh my God. Hold on. You're getting gifted a breacher pack. Oh. That's what we're talking about, so that's what you're gonna get. That was, you got me. There you go. There's your free pack. You get a breacher one. You can help our Cyclopean hero save our chef when we do that. Anyway, breacher, this is going to be our breacher backgrounds here. Right? And then reroll duplicates. Let me pull up my breacher backgrounds. Breachers and Shadow Dark. So I made a bunch of backgrounds based on medieval time frames. Like this kind of... I'm calling this grunge medieval... What was it? Medieval grunge survival, I think is what I called it. I'll have to look up my actual line for it. There's medieval grunge action survival or survival action, something like that. I have a title for what I want this stuff to be now. So I have all the breacher talents in here. I'm definitely going to be doing 50, but I want to put our backgrounds in here, and I did not do that. So we're going to do that now. And these are all backgrounds that belong to me. You can easily identify metals and how to smith them. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I'm a fucking moron. I can just copy and paste. The cobbler. Shoes. Shoes, repair, and the prints they leave behind, making like a kind of a cool tracker. And I'm only going to be rolling the backgrounds from here, I think. Because I kind of want to do ones from this only, you know what I mean? It's what I call Black Company Fantasy. Yeah, sure. I just wanted words that... I have an actual description for it. Oh, fuck. I've told people 100 times. I don't remember what it was. Hmm. Why is this not working? I can't find where I put it at. I know I've told a bunch of people, but I don't know why I can't find it. Huh. I'll have to hunt it down later. But yeah, Black Company, yeah, sort of. Just my problem was not everybody knows that terminology, so I was using terminology that is common to gamers. And I have found that that works really well in tabletop with newer gamers. And my goal is I would love to see a bunch of people from 5e move over to this. I do say I don't think Shadow Dark's not made for like high fantasy. It's just not made for it. You don't have the abilities, stuff like that. And I think the game would drown in itself if you make it too high fantasy. But also high fantasy is not my favorite style to run unless the setting is built around it. So for example, Magic and Monsters, Marks of Men, that is built around it to me. Forgotten Realms, I honestly think it's a little bit of everything, depending on where you are. Sometimes it's really high fantasy. I would consider Planescapes more high fantasy than that. And if I'm going to play high fantasy, I'm probably going to play Ultima Fabula, the anime one that came out, or Break. I'm really excited. I messaged the people who made Break. I'm hoping to get a copy of the book for them to review along with a PDF. And I would like to interview the creators of it because Break is such a gorgeous piece. Knives bounce off wood and walls. Knives do bounce off wood and walls. That is true. I don't know where that came from, but you are correct. So we have our squire, and I try to make really unique backgrounds that I did not see. The town crier. You always know a person in the district with info. I thought that was a really good one. This is a really pivotal role in Shadow Dark, or not in Shadow Dark, sorry, in Breachers, which is a sojourner. You've traveled with Breachers and set up camps, and it should say inside the walls. Inside the walls. Inside the wall. Wall might get spelled differently, so people think of it differently. Then we got Waller, which is people who grew up inside the walls, right? We got Rope Maker, because rope makers, I think, are important in a game where you're climbing and doing a lot of verticality. You know rope, weight, and how to tie knots. Super important. Oops. I really should have made this a 2-column format, because then I could have just bolded this column that all the names go in. But I wanted them to read a little differently, so I didn't. Has to do with visual. We only got 20 of these. Scientist is the next one, because new technological pieces are being found inside the wall, so there are scientists in this time frame. Why is this not... Bitch. Bitch. Oh my god. What the fuck? Can one fucking group that makes layout programs, and I don't care which one it is, can you please get tables right? Can you just make them easier? For fuck's sake, people. You should be able to color code them, correct them, tell them that the first word of everything is, you know, bolded. Like, can you just make a better builder? Mechanic, they're big because there's the huge walls. They've built a lot of lifts and things like that. You understand a lot of that stuff. A painter, I'm an artist. I wanted painting to be a part of the world. I think that in a world that is survival, when you come back out into the districts, there needs to be something that makes you happy. I should read the intro I wrote for this. I sent it to a few people who have read the new Breachers and Shadow Dark intro, and I feel like I kind of nailed it. Maybe it's just me being happy with it after rewriting it 40 fucking times. The joys of layout. Girl. Yeah. Yeah. True. A cook. I think the cook is very important. That's a good question for those that are out there. We have a dungeon chef. But I feel like the dungeon chef is a different thing than a cook in this game as a class, because you're cooking monsters. But a regular chef is you know way around a campfire in a kitchen. And it should be you know your way around a campfire. It shouldn't be campfire or a kitchen. It should be campfire. You know your way around campfires and kitchens. Like that. Boom. Layouts are a joyful pain. It's a type of masochism. It is. It is. And if you like to inflict it on others, you're a sadist, right? Is that how that goes? Is that what it is? So we got our astrologer. You can read fortunes and understand your medium. The lector. This is one that I was super happy. So this actually existed back even when like Ford's plants and stuff like that started. But a lector, you would go into an area with people who didn't know how to read, and you would read the news to them. So you would stand up in the middle of whatever this is, maybe it's a factory floor, maybe it's during lunch break, and you would read news to people for people who didn't know how to read. Which I think is a really fun concept in this game. Now, the thing that is weird to me is that every adventurer in Shadow Dark know how to read. My question is, does that mean that anyone who's not a hero class, do they not know how to read? Is it a chance that you know how to read? Because I think that's how it should be. And if it's not, I'm going to add it to the game. I think if you are a level 0 character, the chance that you know how to read is very, very minimal. I'm actually going to write that down. 0 level. I'll say 1 in 6 can read. Right? Literacy is powerful, especially in a medieval time frame. And then we have the Watcher. So we have our Masons. Stone is all you know, how to build it and how to break it. And then, of course, we got the Watcher. These are trained to scout the top of the walls. So now we have our build here. I really wish this could fit in a smaller column. But I like my tables like this to be 1. Because if you do this, it starts to get messy. You know what I mean? So I'm probably going to do that, and I'm probably going to move it down to here. And then I'm probably going to put some info up here. So let's quickly cut this. Go like this. And just put backgrounds. And then I'll put a little blurb here. So let's cut this. Let's go to here. Boom. And then we can kind of, and I do have this so it's pushed in a little bit on each side just to break it up. And then I'm just going to put info here, fill out description here. Okay. But I wanted this table here so we can reference it quicker. So now we got our table. So let's go back to our characters. We have good stats. We know what class we are now. We've made Assassin Jesus. What's our human ambition? Human ambition talent. You are trained in the use of poisons. Okay. Let's roll for our hit points. 1 hit point. I hope he can die and come back from the dead. Like, because he's gonna need it. He's gonna need it. Let's roll. Yes, always buy a crawling kit. He's gonna be level 1 to start. We're not gonna do anything else. I feel like we need to We need to redo this name into another name. Susha? No, it's water into wine. It's water into wine. That's poison. It's a long game. It's a lifetime of game. It's a lifetime of poisoning. Do we call him Susha? Or Sus? Sajay? Sajay? Saji? Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Suji? Suji? I want this mixed up for the name. It's not trauma. Look, when you grow up Southern Baptist, it leaves a mark. It just does. Juicy? We're not calling him Juicy, Nick. Hey, Juicy, how are you doing? No Juicy. I want it to sound a little more... Suji. Sudge. What about just say? Just say. Sounds like a French assassin. I am Juicy. Jussie. Sure, you can say that. I disagree. It's a different kind of branding, my friend. What's his alignment? He's neutral. We don't have a lot of new deities. We have a few. We have Morgo, which is the god of slaughter, and Ramjax, which is... what is Ramjax? Ramjax, every shattered door, cracked wall, a broken piece of gear. They reveal the destruction of all... they revel in the destruction of all things crafted by man. Since their source... Wait, man, what is it? Crafted by man since they're captured deep within the walls, so Ramjax's destruction. We'll roll. Nordic killer. Okay. So what is the stats we need for him? 1 hit point's rough though. What is our stats of choice? Because we'll put our stats in. I think it's Dex in what? I'm trying to think of what it would be. What would be... It doesn't tell you? I swear this would tell you what your... I know it's dexterity. Keep dying and resurrect because he's got 1 hit point? Yeah. It's got to be dexterity and what else, though? Because so our weapons are blowgun, bolas, dagger. I'm going to use razor chain, scimitar, shuriken, and spear. What's the razor chain? Let's get a weapon. Let's get razor chain. Boom. Purchase it. Did it work? Didn't work. Weapons. Oh, that's a sell it. I see. We're going to take that, and we're going to take that. No. Fuck that. Shuriken, baby. Perfect. Love it. Armor. Yep. Basic gear. No. Got 10 gold left. I think we're just going to keep the 10 gold. Our music is done. Let's go back to White Bat here. Does he put anything new out? Let's do this retro synth wave. Oh, it's only one episode. Or one song. We'll do this one, nostalgic. All right, I like this. So now, I'm fine with the name. We want form fillable. Right? What? Albert Rodeo has a fucking Shadow Dark sheet? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Hold on. There's 2 character sheets for Shadow Dark. What's the difference? What? We'll try this one first. Whoa. I mean, this is okay. I kind of want to see what the other one looks like. Oh, hell yes. Really? Can we import? This is the ones from the site. I've used, this is what I was using for a while to make our characters. This is cool, but you only get 8, and that won't work for a GM. But this will. Is there a way to import a character sheet here? Because that's the key. If I can import a character here, that would be clutch. You sure can. So what's this do? That downloads the JSON file. Use 2D20 instead of a D20. Load character. Sure can. I can load a JSON file in for characters. Well, anyway, you learn something new every day, everybody. That is hella exciting to me. Also, I went through and added our... oh, that's not on this table. It's not on the table. But I added in calendars for Albert. For ETHAUNTIA, because I made custom calendars. Well, anyway. Back to what I was doing here. Thank you, Arcane Library. For making such an amazing game that people are sharing it everywhere. So... I guess my question is, what's the stats we need? Strength and Dex, it says. So let's assign our stats we rolled, okay? So let's assign. Edit. I'm gonna make this a 14. I'm gonna make Dexterity the 15. I'm gonna make our... I'm gonna make this 13. The only other really good stat we have left is an 11. I guess I'll make that charisma. And then these are 10 and 10. Right? We only have 1 hit point. Man, that's rough. That's really rough. I may re-roll our hit points. Because I need these to be playable at the con. You know what I mean? I don't want people to die with 1 hit point. Well, someone give me a D20 here. So we can get our breacher background. Give me a D20 in chat. Also, this needs to be upgraded to BNS Volume 1. Let's see what we get for our background. What type of, I swear to God, if someone rolls like a carpenter or something. Well, actually, I'll go over here. I'm going to roll our background here too. So, all right, let me turn this off now. I'm going to turn the edit off, right? Where's it at? 12, okay. So let's, I gotta select the level 1 talent. Trained in poison. Oh no, I don't want the edit on. Roll for class talent. Trained in use of poisons. You're trained in use of poisons. I don't want it to be the same thing. So I gotta re-roll that. I think I have to have edit on to re-roll. We're gonna do 2 points to stats. We'll do strength and dex. I feel like that's a good middle ground. Just to make him a little better than what he was. We save it. We'll turn off the enable edit. So you rolled a 12. A rope maker. All right. I'm not opposed to this. So we are a rope maker. So this background, banished for supposed crimes. I don't know, man. This is pretty suiting to Jesus Christ Superstar. Right? So here's what we're going to do now. I like what we got. This is pretty clean. Okay. So what we need to do is we need to go in. We have the PDF, form fillable. We're going to export it, and we're going to boot it up. Oh, not here, though. We want to put it in our Acrobat, actually. All right. Juan Sui. So let's pull up our PDF viewer. Make sure you guys can see it. There we go. So we're gonna change some of the stuff on here, right? This says it's form fillable. And we have all this stuff. I've never understood why they put Razgode over and over again and then Human Ambush. Like, they do them in order. I feel like it would make more sense just to put... I mean, I guess it's fine. Extra level 1 talent. And then we did 2+2 STR / DEX. Okay? Because we know that's what we did. Background. Where's the background at here? I don't know where... Banished. I think we're going to put Rope Maker. I'd like to use stuff from this. Title is Acolyte. I don't know about you, Nick. I forget to make titles for all my new classes. So now I got to go back and make title tables for my chef and all that kind of stuff. I forget to make them because there's really not a good place to put them all. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if we go over here, where do you add them? Like, you'd almost have to put another page in for fucking just titles. Because if we look at titles in here, hold on. So we go here and we open up titles. Let me find here. So we go in here and we go to a class. So we'll just go to we'll go to a class that's easy to find. Let me push this all the way over here so it's a little out of the way. Give me one sec. Doing some reorganizing of the screen. All right, so let's go to where I guess we'll just go to a class. So here they have title, they have all this, right? Talents, art, priest. Boom, 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 boom. We don't get titles to a page. Where's their titles at? Titles are all the way here. These are titles. It gets its own section, right? But I feel like they should be next to the class. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with you. I feel like they should be at the class, though, don't you? But I can't fit it on this. I mean, I guess I can fit it here if I don't put art. Right? And then if I go to the chef, if I don't put art here and I move this over, I can put titles here. Maybe I will just ditch the art on these pages. I hate doing that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to. Because I think titles are important. Also, I think there should be mechanics for what titles do for you. And they don't talk about them at all in here. This music is killing me. It's too boring. But they don't tell you, like, titles don't do anything. Like, all they say for titles here is, as you gain levels, your title changes to reflect the increase in your fame or infamy. Your legend begins to precede you as renown grows, for good or ill. An improvised title could present opportunities that were previously out of your reach. Like, it's pretty vague. I would like a little bit of mechanics here for fun. Can't see what you're doing. Still on the Shadow Dark PDF. No, we're not. We're in here. I'm talking specifically. I was talking about the PDF here. PDF viewer. I'm not even in the other thing. I'm only in the PDF viewer right now. So I'd have to delete these. I'd have to delete this. I'd have to delete these and put it here. And I'd have to delete. Yeah. So Dungeon Chef. This art would have to go away. Titles would have to go here. And then titles, pretty easy to fit. I'd have to delete this and find a way to fit it. Or you put them all on one page, which might be the easier way. At the end of the classes, putting them all on one page would probably be easier. but they won't look as good. I do agree they should be with the class. Because when you're making your class, you just want to go through the process. I can easily fit it here. Just ditch this. Move this up. Boom. Huh. I'll have to think about that. So, I downloaded it. Let's go back over to this. We added Rope Maker. What I want to do here that I haven't yet is in this section, I want to put Breacher talent. Breacher 2, because at level 2 you'll get it. And then they can fill it in here. And I'm just going to do this, actually. So they know to write it in. Yeah, I do too. I don't agree with a lot of the layout choices. There's some... I love the 2-page spread. I think a 2-page spread is a genius way to teach information. But I also, when I'm making a character... I want to roll my stats and do everything. I have my eyes closed because I'm envisioning it. And I want to get my stuff in order. And then pick gear. And then also tell people they can pick gear from another section. You know what I'm saying? Like when you make a character, if you're going to make a Lancer, let's say. I want you to be able to look at the Lancer page and go, all right, I'm making a Lancer, everybody. What do I have to do? And you go, okay, I know I have these items. Boom, 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 boom. I've picked my ancestry. I get these things. Okay, cool. I get these abilities. Okay, cool. Oh, I need to roll my talent. I need to roll my talent for level 1. Cool. Roll. Excellent. Then you go to the next thing like, oh, do I want a mount? Oh, I can't afford a mount. Well, this is something I'm interested in for later. This would be great for later. And then they give you your mounts. And then gear. I might actually move the gear above the mounts. Now I'm looking at this, gear might go before the mounts. Because mounts are so expensive, you're not going to have them out of the gate. But I want the talents here. If I had a choice for where talents went, you could put the talent, you could put the titles here over the art. That could be kind of cool. Because then your front and back would be, your 2-page spread would be Lancer, art, titles below. I think that could work pretty well. Just putting it here. Especially if I did something like... especially if I did something like... a grunge splatter, a grunge banner. Like, let's say... trying to find one that I like the look of. Ooh, that's fucking cool. Hold on here. I've been collecting assets that I find and just adding them to this page to use later. But I think I could put them over top of that and just put like a splash of like this, for example. Right? And then put it in the corner. And just put titles. If I go to see all here. you can fit it right across the bottom. I might fuck around with this. I think this could be a good idea. Something to think about. I'll cut these. I'll delete them for now to keep the format. And then we'll add these art assets. I'm just going to duplicate this page and delete this and do that. All right. Anyway, so if we have all that stuff done, we're telling them, back to this part, we're telling them that you're going to fill out a breacher talent at level 2. I'm just going to put roll. Oh, they might have to get rid of the outline of the underline. Yeah, fuck me. Put roll D20, and then they can fill it out. That's when they hit level 2. All right, and then they have 1 hit point. I can't let this be what they get. We can't give them 1 fucking hit point. That's just lunacy. It's just lunacy. Should I just put deity, dad, father? I hate that you guys can't see this. Should I just put deity, father? I wish this put a second blank page. I wonder if I can do that. If I go here and I do organize pages and I just say insert from file, insert blank. There we go. Then we go here and then we do menu, view, Poppy, my God. My thing is, if this offends somebody immediately, they're not the right person for the table. Like, that's kind of where I am on this. We want enable scrolling. Okay. Boom. Right? So we can't give him 1 hit point, right? Like, that's just fucking rude. Father, oh my God, I'm copy and pasting that. Done. Their dad's a god. Oops. I'll have to make some Jesus Christ ink art. So for this, I think I'm going to re-roll. Audience, give me a D6 roll. You got to get higher than a 1, right? We got to give this guy some hit points. Got to get you some hit points. And then we're also going to be using breacher points. I wish there was a place to put breacher points here. I really need to make a breacher character sheet. I need to hand draw. Yeah, roll. Stardrew's rolling. 6. Save this man from an early death. There you go. Got that 6 life. So I really need to make my own. And if I had a choice right here, I would have breacher points. I wonder if I can... Let's see if I can cheat this. Oh. I just thought of something, everyone. What if I export this? I'm going to cut it. I'm just going to see what it does. I'm going to copy it. We're going to go... How do I want to do this? Canva. We're going to go tokens. We are going to go to a blank page here. We're going to export this. Creature logo black, white. We're going to download this as a PDF. So hold on here, everybody. Let me move this so you can see what I'm doing. PNG, transparent, current page. Done. We're going to download it. I got an idea. Now we'll go back over to here. Damn. Okay, I'm gonna have to insert it instead. No. All right, so we're gonna have to actually insert an image. Let me find my downloads. Should I put it up here in the corner, you think? For breacher points? Right? And then just put it next to it? I kind of think so. Because I don't really think there's another place on the character sheet that putting the points would make sense up here. This is going to have art. That's why that's there. I either was going to say here or here for breacher points. Can I write in here? Damn. I don't have the font. Black letter's not available. I'll have to go download it. Ooh, I like it here. I think just a box here with it would be a good solution, right? Let me just bump it the way I want it. And probably like right there. Let's make it slightly smaller. Like so. And then, can I duplicate this? I just want to duplicate it. I hate working in Illustrator, or not Illustrator, but in Acrobat, by the way. It's one of my least favorite things to do. It's so hard to copy and paste shit when you're editing. It's almost impossible. Because they're going to get breacher points, which is something we've used a lot of. Okay. Do I just make this black then? Or do I try to extend it over with a white box? Huh. I might have to make an accent piece here to do this, but for now, I'm just going to do this. Oh, this isn't the same fucking font. Do I not have old newspaper? Do I not have this font? Old newspaper font. Hold on here. I swear to God I have this. It should just be a font space. It's a defont, I believe. Apparently I don't have this installed. That's very rare for me not to have this font. I don't know why. Old newspaper font is installed. Okay, there we go. I don't know why. It's just not showing up for some reason. It's all together in one. There we go. I was like, I know I fucking have this font. I fucking knew it. I don't really like how big this is. I want it all in caps too. I feel like this is a stroke on it, or it's bolded. It's bolded. Okay. So what I'll need to do is get myself, I'll make a box for this corner, I think, and draw over this corner, and have an image that I can place down over it, but I'll do that later. Corner box sheet. All right. So now we've got a little working prototype, though, right? So I don't think we're missing anything. We got ourselves our Shadow Dark fucking piece, super clean. I'm gonna take that Shadow Dark and bump it down, and I'll put Breachers in Shadow Dark. I'll put like the logo there, so we know what we're playing. I am gonna make my own. I really think I'm gonna hand draw a fucking character sheet. I really think I am. Because I want to do a pad of character sheets, and I want a second page really bad. I really want a second page, and I kind of want the second page to be split so that you have one half art and the other half extra info. As I think this one page is not enough for me when I'm running. Because, like, you hit level 10, your fucking talents and shit don't even fit here anymore. So, that's my gut opinion. I don't know if you guys have ever made a level 10 in here and looked at it, but it's a fucking nightmare. So we're all updated. That's good. Characters downloaded. We have them in here. I don't even need to keep this, by the way. I think we're just going to roll a new character. I have no reason to keep him in here because we have everything over in our PDF. So he is saved. Saved. So what I think I'm going to do is we're going to make one more maybe here. I think we'll make one more. We'll make one more. That'll give me 2 done. I can have artwork by next time we do this. So we're going to roll another character up. So let's save and exit. And then we're going to create another one. Same thing. Everything on. Rasavada's option. No natural selection. We're good here. We are going to random generate a character. Wait, I'm sorry. What'd you say your temperature was? 30? Hold on here, buddy. Hold on. Let me hit the button. It's warm today, so you can hear this. Let me stop this. Turning this up so you can hear it.
I'm pretty sure the clouds overhead portend your doom.
It's currently 10 degrees. Feels like -3. That's where we're at. That's a good day. We were -24 yesterday. Just pointing that out for you. So, how do we want to do this? Do we want to randomly generate? So many here we go. All right, we're going to random generate. I don't want a... We don't want human. We're going to enable self-edit mode. I don't want a human. A goblin with a basilisk you could use as a mount? Ooh. By the way, I just want to point out, basilisk is such a great class for breachers. Super cool. Yeah, I think we got like 14 inches of snow. It's up to the dog's tits, man. Right, Fiona? It's up to your tits. You guys can't see Fiona, but she's laying in her bed over here. That's her new spot. Huh. I probably could get her on my phone cam. On here. I've tried this. Actually, hold on, everybody. Let's see if we can get her on cam. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try. So back over here. Well, I have a pupper cam. Let me find... I might be able to get her on. Let me refit this to screen. Fit to screen, please. All right, I think I got it. I just gotta zoom in. She's been laying over here a lot lately. Transform. She moved her bed on me. All right, let me put the pupper cam back on. Dun 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 dun. Well, it's upside down. But You can see her. Doing whatever she do. What are you doing, Fiona? She's upside down. It's upside down because of I use it for the dice cam. She's hiding in the corner. Just so you guys can see it. I need to get a bigger cable for this thing. I don't have a big enough cable for the for this camera. Like, it needs to be about 3 times this length. And it's really hard to get one this length that holds a good quality still. Oh, she's fine. So anyway, I love the I love this for it. I think a Goblin Basilisk Warrior is kind of cool. Goblin, Orc, Elf, Human, Elf, Dwarf. What other races do we got in here? Let's just look. Oh, that's it? That's all there is? We could make it a Gremlin, because Gremlins are a big part of Breachers. We could make them a Gremlin, but they are not in the first volume. But it'd be a good, like, showcase of them. We have Golem, Gremlin, and Gargoyle. Gargoyle I don't want, but I think Gremlin would be a good representation. So I kind of think we just go select ancestry and we do Goblin and then we change it from there. You know what I mean? I love the Basilisk Warrior. Is the Basilisk Warrior going to be in, what is that in? Do you know, Nick? Is that going to be in Curse Scroll 4? Oh, I kind of want to give them the Basilisk out of the gate. I feel like it has to be. Done. If you don't have the Basilisk, like, what's the point? It's in 4. Okay. How many hit points do they have? Are they a D8 or D8? Give me a D8, everybody, for our hit points. Weapons. Boomerang's good. Club is fine. Oh, I want to hear shit from you. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You're being a baby. I'd be out there in shorts. Basic gear. I like this. We're going with this. Someone give me a D8. Name. Cedrim. Well, let's use one of our names in here. We're going to call him Rix. Because I got Rix, Hosser, Grapply, Sook, Nupal, and Vil. I think Rix is a good name. I think he's going to be chaotic. I think he's going to worship. I'm going to give him one of the gods from in here. I think I might give him a god in here. Let's give him... I'm going to say he worships the stone. An 8. God damn, he's hardy. He's your tank. I think I'm going to use the same stats across the board for every character. Or add a convention. So, for those of you that do convention play and go to conventions, do you want stats for every character at the table to be the same? Or do you want individual stats to make people feel characteristically different? Because I don't even look at stats when I pick characters up. Like, what do you guys like? You know what I mean? Like, I feel I feel when I go to a convention, I want each character to feel individual, and I'm fine with stats not being equal. I don't believe in equal stat play, really. It's just not my jam. I shoveled snow in negative fucking 20, Nick, with shorts on the other day. No joke. I don't mean individual stats like let me get some clarity here. I mean roll one set of stats and use the same set of stats across all the characters, or roll custom stats for each character. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. Because right now, if we go back and look at this character, his stats are okay at best. 9, 8, 12, 9, 14, 10, they're bad. Or do I use the 10, 14, 15, 10, 11, 13 for every character that I just rolled? Huh. One stat array? Yeah, I usually do. Well, if I do that, I don't want him to suck at this. That's going to be a 14. We're going to give him a 15 in con. We are going to give him a 13 in dex, 10, 10, and an 11 in int. Okay. So that's what we're looking at for him. I want him to be able to hit and fight. This is everything he has. We're good here. I may change Goblin out, though. I don't know if I want Goblin. So we are going to export. Oops, wrong thing. Form fillable. Export. And then we're going to edit Rix. We're going to delete this one. Now, here's what I want to do, though. We're going to go back over to our PDF, right? Check this out. We'll go back to PDF. We're going to zoom out. What I want to do is simply include this into this one. So we're going to go here. We're going to organize pages. I am going to insert, and I'm going to insert from file. And then we're going to go back over to our downloads, which is what I currently have our Rix in. We're going to change Rix to Rix by itself. And we're going to add Rix in. It says any form fields of the same name in documents are now merged into one field. If you want values in these fields to be unique, you need to create a PDF portfolio. Oh. So let's undo that. Let's delete this. I fucked that up. No, don't save. I'm going to reopen it. I thought I clicked portfolio. That was my fault. Basically, what it does is it makes all the form fills unique versus making the form fills individual. I might have just fucked this up. God damn it. I'm just going to delete. We're just going to delete these. Okay, let's try this again. That was my fault. I'm an idiot. Let this finish what it's doing. I don't want that. I just want this to still work. Are we good? Did anything get fucked? Stats are right. All right, we're fine. Okay, let's save it. Let's go back into all tools. Why are you preparing document for reading? We need to do a portfolio instead. So where is the create portfolio? I might have to delete this and make a new one. Because I don't know. I don't know if you can make a portfolio from here. You used to be able to. You used to be able to do it. I don't know where they moved it to, though. Because usually you used to be able to go into here and click here and say to make a portfolio instead. But I don't see the ability to do a portfolio here. Am I crazy? Did they make it a button now instead? Is it combine files? No. Let me try something here. Yep, you got to do it here. You got to do it individually. And you got to go to this one. So I'll make them all individually, and then I'll just go back through and I'll add the breacher stuff. That's what I'll do. Okay. Knowing this, because we don't have it on this page, right? So we'll close Jose out, and then we will open Rick's, and then we'll finish Rick's up here really quick. So we need to... He's already got a second page, which is great. And then we're going to do the view style so that it is a scrolling view, because I fucking hate that it's not. Page display. Enable scrolling. See, I don't like that this is a bigger page. I fucking hate this. Why would I want this to be bigger? Someone explain this to me. Like, this is bad JSON export. So that means I have to go into organized pages here. And here, I need to insert a blank. I need to go here. Sure, fucking prepare document for reading. Prepare document for reading. Thanks. Thanks. You do your thing, fam. Fuck off. Edit. Cut. Paste. Also, I hate that you can't drag this up into the next area. Copy. Paste. Why is it not grabbing this again? so difficult. Cut. Paste. There we go. Move this over. I would rather have this on one page and tuck this in and give it to the players in the same format. And personally, what I would like is if it was like halfway and then the other side has the art. That's kind of what I think would be cool currently. We're going to go back and organize pages. We're just going to delete this bitch. And then we can go back in. Oh my God. Adobe Acrobat sucks dick. You guys can't see it, but it keeps doing the prepare document for reading. And the bar just loads forever. I have to keep closing it. So we're going to save it. And now we have Rick's on 2 pages and art here. Fucking. I'm just going to let it do this. While I was doing this, we'll chat about other things since we're near the end of the show here because we're closing at 6. So we created 2 characters. I think Rick's is going to be a gremlin, though. I'm probably going to go add the gremlin stats to him. Gremlins in Breachers get... let me find our Breacher. Gremlins get Saboteur. You can cause mechanical device within reach to malfunction, giving a +1 bonus to checks when sabotaging repairing devices. And I need to make a second ability for them. See you later, Nick. I'm going to be quitting anyway in a minute, or stopping the stream in a minute. But I'm going to make one more ability because all of our creatures that you see in the living doc, like all the new ancestries that I've added in this, they have 2 options. They have tuning horns and telepathic, or they have Eye of Prophecy or Eye of Judgment. So I'm going to make 2 abilities to them. I think it's going to be Saboteur or Trickster or something along those lines, or Prankster. Prankster, I think, is the other one. Because I love the idea of them believing that challenging you through pranks and tricks and shit like that is how you become friends. Like, that's their idea of friendship, right? So let's put this back up. It's still doing this stupid prepare for reading. I'm going to save this again. So I think their deity is going to be the stone. And they're not... I don't want wanted. Can I get a D20 roll? We're going to grab a different profession from our Breacher doc here. Right? Let's just grab one from here. So I can get a D20. We'll finish this character up. Let me scroll down here. D20. What are we going to get for this guy? This should say... roll once, pick between all background tables. That's what this is going to say instead. Because I want you to roll once and then pick between all the different ones that are there. A 6. He's a butcher. Well, if he's not a butcher, what would he be in this one? Let's look at the PDF. Let's go to backgrounds here. Hold on. Backgrounds are where? Orphaned. Rescued. An unusual guardian rescued you. Actually, this is probably a better version. To be honest. Like, Butcher's cool, but it doesn't make sense for this character, and I want you to be able to roll between all the backgrounds to kind of help generate a character that works for you. right? So let's do orphaned. I like that. Oh, fuck. And I'm going to put it a little extra detail down here. Let's go to edit mode. What is this? This is Ubuntu. Can we put this in Ubuntu? Can I not put it in Ubuntu? Do I not have that font? I don't have this font. Okay. I'm getting mad. Ubuntu. Don't have it. All right. It should be a free font. It's an Adobe font, which I have Adobe. I'm gonna add the font family. Let's try this again. I might have to save it and restart it. We're gonna reopen Rick's. I'm actually gonna close this and reopen the whole thing, so we can get him finished up. Saved by Assassin Jesus. Immediately we got to do this shit. View. I love these character creation pieces, by the way. I feel like they make a game that you may not play so much more approachable as you just make your character. You know what I mean? Like, there's no fucking around. You just make them. And you're good. Okay, I added it to the font family. Are you fucking kidding me? Now I gotta do it here? Oh my god. Skip the tour. I'm gonna fucking scream, everybody. It's gonna happen. STU. You gonna make me reboot you again? You son of a bitch. So basically, I had to add this through a different way now because they changed it again. This music is definitely highlighting my frustration. Very much so. Song knows me. It's like, oh, you angry right now. You don't like it. We don't like what's going on, do you? Done. There. And then we're going to bold this. Just so people know the background. I like people knowing that. I did realize that we're missing a little bit of our information for the basilisk. What does it say? Petrified something. Let me cut this and bring it over. Any creature touched, blah, blah, blah. Petrifies for a day. Okay. And then I'm going to bump this down one and then put background. And then we're going to do this and then do this. And then we're going to bold this as well. And we're going to increase the font size on it. What font size is this? Probably 16, it looks like. Because it's a new piece, I like putting the extra information here. Just because I know that it makes sense, right? For the character. So now they have a Baskling hatchling. And then let's go through and make him a gremlin. So we're going to go gremlin. Right? We know that they are going to have max hit points because we gave them max hit points of 10. Their stats are correct after we did everything. We need to add that they are going to have a breacher talent. A breacher 1 or 2, breacher 2. Roll 1d20, and then we'll add that when we get to it. They have their items already, so we have everything we need for their items. They got a backpack and a bag of coins. They're a stone warrior. They're lawful. I want this to be chaotic. If I can... they're orphan, the stone, basilisk, gremlin, Rix, and then we need to give them their gremlin ability. So this should be gremlin. And then what do gremlins speak? Gremlinese? Language. Ooh, I kind of want to give them a fun language. Do you think gremlins speak goblin? Maybe they do. Maybe they speak goblin. Huh. Or Wallese? They always be speaking Wallese. Because I think that's the other language we have. Hold on here. I'm looking through our Breacher's doc. Languages. Gremlins speak chaos? I mean, that is true, Serving Hands. They do speak chaos. Let me look at if we have anything else here. Wallish, I think, is the name of it. Yeah. Wallish. Because they speak the language of the walls. So keen senses. So we don't have keen senses. Instead, a gremlin has prank. I think I'm going to give him... I haven't made prankster yet. How do I want to do this? You believe playful pranks are a language of friendship? Or to confuse enemies? Gain an advantage. Charisma rolls when playing a rank. Right? I like that. So we're gonna put this in here. Boom. Prankster. You believe playful pranks are a language of friendship or to confuse your enemies, gain advantage on charisma rolls when playing a prank. I like that. I may rewrite that, but for now, that's a pretty good. It's a pretty powerful. Advantage is big. Or I can just give them Saboteur. +1 is huge. Maybe it should be... Ooh. I like this. +1 to reaction rolls. +1 reaction rolls when playing a rant. +1 or -1 to reaction rolls when playing a prank. Your choice. That means they can pick the level. So, like, if you look at the way that reactions work in the book, there is a table for it. And that table will allow you to kind of switch what you get. I like that. I think that's good. Boom. Gremlin, Basilisk Warrior, Basilisk Warrior, Basilisk Warrior. Done. D20. Perfect. Perfect. Orphaned. You got your Basilisk hatchling. Size of iguanas that can partially petrify creatures for a short time. We got our creature in this. Now you got your little bonus. Rick's page 1. This can go away. I would like that not to be there. I don't even know how that is there. Why is that there? That's really odd. I'll move this back into here. That's better. Does it fit over here? That's way better. Okay. So now we have this. Looking at that, I'm going to line this Basilisk piece up with the other page. And now we got our Basilisk. And then I'll add the Breacher part up here and everything else with when I compile them all together, giving us Breacher tokens. All right, that's 2 characters down. I'm going to be able to crank through these. Art, though. I got to find art. Oh. That could be difficult. Finding art might be difficult, but I'll figure it out. But I think that's it today, guys. I just wanted to show you some of the prep I'm doing for GaryCon. For those who are going to be at GaryCon, if you are in my Discord, if not, sign up, join up. We do have a couple of announcements. We have Living ETHAUNTIA. We need one more player for to launch that Dreadful or Adventure, for those who've never played, on Thursday. It's a pay-to-play, but you get Streamloot cards. It helps level up your character. So check the Discord and Living ETHAUNTIA section. Make sure you click the emotes at the bottom to join into that section of the Discord. We already have 2 players. We need one more, 3-player minimum to play. I'm going to let that run through probably till noon tomorrow to see if we can get enough people. We only need one more. On top of that, on Friday night, we're going to do our Breachers in Shadow Dark with our Cyclopean Warrior. I'm going to do that sometime on Friday. I will figure that out tonight and put an ad up for it so you can do the reminder. Then on Saturday, we're going to be doing a long game design stream. That'll probably start at noon or 12:30. I'll put one up for that as well. I can only put one scheduled thing up at a time or it fucks up stream elements. I tested it again and it messed things up. What else can I tell you? If you are going to be at GaryCon and you're interested in joining in some gameplay, I know I'm going to be there. I know Craig is going to be there. I think my buddy Amir and Andy are going to be showing up Friday, Saturday. And there may be a few other people who are going to be there as well. If you're going to be at GaryCon in Lake Geneva, hit me up. I'd like to schedule for all of my fans of the show a meetup, but I would also like to do a game day, and I would like to run Breachers for as many of my fans as I can while I'm there. So if you are a fan or you're as I say over when I'm doing Corpse Talk, if you're a creep and you want to be one of the creeps that comes and plays, creep on over and come play in Breachers if you get a chance. But that is it for me today. We didn't record anything today. Today was just kind of a cool, chill sesh day. Go through everything, see what we can get out of it. I have a feeling we'll have a recorded section on Friday when we do our Breachers in Shadow Dark. There will be no interview or overview for that. We're just going to show up, check our character sheet, and fucking dive right into it. I'm probably going to convert our character over to this sheet instead, though. And then Saturday, there'll be a new logo. I think hopefully merch will be ready by Saturday for new merch as well. The Occult hoodie, I'm hoping, is done and ready to be ordered. I think the koozies will be done and ready to order as well for the hyperlink drink. And then next week, we're going to be doing some reviews. I think we're going to dive either into Symborum or we're going to look at Astro Inferno for next Wednesday's stream. Well, that's it for me today, everybody. Have a great day. Go play some games. I'm going to be on probably a Loft or maybe Enshrouded later today. If you're interested in joining and playing in our server, join us in Discord, and I'll see you over there. Until next Wednesday or, well, Friday, everybody. Watch, listen, learn, be a better gamer. Go play some games with your friends. Learn something new. Read a book. Fuck, if you're a player, read the Shadow Dark book. Trust me, it's a good read.